don't feel me yet. Chop these up and like gently cook them, like barely saute them with some seasoning. It's gonna be one dish, then I'm gonna make a green dish, and then I'm gonna make grains. Try to find everything organic. I know everybody is like, oh, it doesn't really make a difference, and your body doesn't know the difference between this carb and that carb, or if it's organic or not, but it definitely makes a difference. It makes a difference on the environment. It makes a difference with the animals, the trees, your body, even your future children. If you don't have kids yet, the food you're eating now has an effect of your kids like 10 years from now. Like all that information is stored inside of you. You know, you guys have heard that they can like pull a strand of your hair and, you know, just like read your whole lifestyle out to you. And it's very true. Spiritually, mentally, physically. Spiritually, mentally, and physically, everything you do becomes a part of you. You digest it, your cells become it. Every cell, all the trillions of cells you have in your body become that action, that thought, that feeling. But what we do is we'll cut off the outer layer and, you know, either juice or eat the inside of it, because that's all the nutrients. It's all going up to create that. So really, we don't waste much of the produce. I remember growing up, they would say, you know, eat this part of the plant, but not eat this part. I know some of my elders, they eat the whole plant, the skin, the stem, the seed, everything. And, you know, they say it all has different benefits. There's some small organic potatoes, sprouted and everything. I might cut off some of the sprouts and save them for farming or whatnot, but we're just gonna wash and cut these potatoes for prepping. Light saute, so it'll barely cook. It'll have the blackness to it, like it's been like deep fried or toasted really good. So that's just the flavoring sticking to the potato. It'll have a lot of flavoring.
Hey, don't do that.
Quinoa is an understatement for the way that they're living. They're getting paid like sometimes $2 in 6 months. Look how cool the color is. You got buckwheat at the bottom, and then you got quinoa, and then millet at the top. Sometimes you can soak this overnight and cook it. Soak it in warm water overnight and mildly cook it in the morning. It's still chewy, and that's when it has the most ingredient. That's when it has the most nutrients still. But I'd stick it in the rice cooker. It'll cook in like 15 minutes. In this pot we have some onions, some purple cabbage, And adding some garlic now, some broccoli. Broccoli is good for many reasons. It has a lot of protein, high in many different nutrients. Very good for your immune system. Leeks. Just like to cut them up, put them in there. And notice the pot is off because I like to drop everything in the pot when the pot's off so I don't overcook an ingredient.
Or, say the onions went in first. If I turned it on and kept adding like that, the onions would be overcooked already.
This is kale, which is another very high protein green protein. Green onions to the green mix. As you can see, I'm using the roots, or the sprouts, or the stems, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's all life. It's all a part of the plant. It's what made this plant, what gave this plant life. So sometimes the roots or whatever can be beneficial, and it's somewhat of a waste to throw it away if it's got life in it, nutrients. Some celery, and this is the top. I mean, these are pre-cut. I like to get them whole. These are pre-cut from the store. I'll cut that tip off, make sure it's nice and clean. Here we have organic pea sugar snaps. They've been, steaming mildly on 4 for maybe 10 minutes or more, and I think they should be ready to be turned off. So as previously seen, I put in the rice cooker millet, quinoa, and buckwheat with a little bit of seasoning and some mixed beans, and in less than 15-20 minutes, there you have it. Fully cooked, not too overcooked, So in this pot we have red or purple lettuce, onions, some celery, some kale, some leek, some broccoli, and some garlic in there somewhere. Here's some garlic. Right? So I've prepped it all and I put it in a pot. Now it's ready to cook it mildly. Put it at like 7 heat. And while it heats up, I'll stir it and I'll add some seasoning.
Fly around with people.
So we'll just cover it. I will turn the heat up a little bit. So this is some Sun Moon Kitchen miso dressing. This is a great company. It's organic, it's kosher, it's vegan, and it's GMO free. It's pretty good seasoning or afterthought to add to your food while it's cooking or even after it's already cooked.
I have to put these in the car and come back for you. Oh, you.
Wild and crazy.
That's green, right? Should we just get
I can make cut a coconut open. I'll give her coconut with chlorophyll.
Got something? Like, can I use
Just give me a coconut.
Can I use this?
Just cut a coconut.